life is definitely a battle, especially a spiritual and moral battle. And in order to get through this battle, to be victorious, we need help. Every home, by the way, ought to have a nativity scene. You know, in the public sphere, we've misconstrued the intent of the founding fathers, and they want to outlaw manger scenes or nativity scenes in public places. Of course, that's hogwash. You know that, and I know that. That wasn't the intention of the founding fathers. But I'll tell you one thing, you can sure have it inside your home. You can sure do that. Every Catholic home, every Christian home ought to have a place of honor for that manger scene. And the family gather around there for some prayers in the Christmas season. That's a good way to start off the new year. January 1st, the first day of a new year, start it off right, spiritually. Make your home a place where Jesus, Mary, and St. Joseph, the Holy Family, they're right in the center of things on that first day of the year and every day of the year. Second, remember this. Life is a battle. Now, I know I don't have to remind some of you of that. Some of you are just as aware of that as I am. You're aware of it because you have things every day that remind you of that. Life is definitely a battle, especially a spiritual and moral battle. And in order to get through this battle, to be victorious, we need help. And so as an idea for a new year, I want you to cultivate this attitude. Number one, you need God's grace. You can't persevere in the faith, you can't do good day in and day out and avoid evil without the grace of God. So, how do we get that sanctifying grace? Through the sacraments. So, as part of your New Year resolution, or your new life in Christ this coming year, receive the sacraments regularly. Now, I know you know that. I know most of you, I hope you do anyway, you go to Mass on Sunday. Now, if you're elderly, you're shut in, you're in the hospital, nursing home, you have a good reason. I understand you can't get to Mass. You do the best you can. You pray. But for those of us who are blessed that we can get out, we can go to church, do it. You know, do it. And you don't want to miss Mass on Sundays and holy days of obligation. That's a mortal sin, unless you have good reason. Then of course, it can be excused. You need God's grace. Go to confession regularly. So, I don't have any big sins. You're not immaculately conceived, and neither am I. We need the grace of God through the sacraments, confession. Go at least once a month, whether you need it or not. Be well disposed. In order to maximize grace, you must have a daily prayer life. You must have a daily prayer life. Pray every day. And don't just assume it. Set time aside. Have a schedule. Set time aside. Allocate time for prayer. We've got a coalition, a spiritual coalition to fight this battle. We're not alone. We have the angels and the saints. So cultivate a personal relationship with your guardian angel. That's a doctrine of the faith, by the way. That's not some pious fiction. The fact that every human being has a guardian angel given to them from the first moment of their existence, that's part of the doctrine of the faith. Cultivate a relationship with your guardian angel, with your patron saint, with all the saints. I don't know about you, but I need all the help I can get. I need that coalition. Okay, so remember that. We're at war, and our battle's not against flesh and blood, as St. Paul says. We need spiritual help. This new year, cultivate that relationship with the angels and the saints. Very important. Life is definitely a battle, especially a spiritual and moral battle. And in order to get through this battle, to be victorious, we need help.